Hi, welcome to my presentation. I'm Robert. I'm a Flutter developer at LeanCode, and today we'll be talking about using server-driven UI for marketing purposes. Uh, so, server-driven UI, I won't be repeating what Newbank team has already said. However, they are pushing the idea of server-driven UI to the very extreme by implementing the whole application with this approach. I instead want to focus on a much narrower case, that is marketing and parts of the application that actually benefit greatly from fast release cycles. Because in most applications we don't really need to update most of the app quickly, but certain parts we do want to iterate fast. And those are marketing or promotional banners for some internal products that we are promoting within the application, paywalls in the B2C applications, basically anything that we may want to A/B test. And of course, we can always have some sort of generic way of communicating to the user in case of some critical message that we want to deliver to the user. And of course, the standard solution, the obvious solution, is to drive it somehow from the backend. However, with all of the, let's say, default approaches, there are problems. Of course, we can have some kind of predefined templates that we compile into the application, and then we are populating it with the content, with the text and assets. However, of course, this has limited flexibility because we are limited to all the templates that have been compiled into the app during release. We can use web views, so that way we're leveraging the web technologies that are very flexible, but especially in Flutter, web views come with some performance trade-offs. Because in Flutter, web view is a platform view, so it's embedded native iOS or Android component into the Flutter application. And also we may need to re-implement in some way our design system, since now we need it on web. We may also consider using just images for those purposes, so that we are pre-rendering some kind of content and then showing it on the device. But again, it has limitation of scaling and resizing to the user viewport, and it has problems with interactivity of this component. So our solution that I'm currently working on is called Cloud Widgets, and it intends to be a all-in-one solution for creating, distributing, and displaying the rapidly evolving content within the application. So it's a editor/CMS that is hosted for the marketing team to edit and create their widgets. It's a backend service that distributes this content, and it's a client package that renders the content within the application. So the advantages of this approach is that we have great flexibility in the layout implementation. We can basically use any Flutter widget, including our app design system widgets that are integrated with the package. We can have multiple variants of every component that we are showing, so that we can A/B test it. We can localize it based on the user needs. We can ship the localized content with our layout, and we can ship assets so that it's all in one. And all of this is done with native Flutter performance, so that we don't have any issues with scrolling content or anything like that, as you would have with platform views. And all of this is updated instantly without waiting for the app release in the store. And actually, you can now go to the demo, and since Cloud Widgets is integrated into our FTS application, you can see it in action on your device. So I will just switch to the editor that I've prepared here. So on the FTS app content. Currently, we are just showing a hidden content with Slicebox. However, we can easily update this content to show, for example, our banner promoting our ebook dedicated to migration to Flutter. I hope the network connection is working. I guess it's not great, given how long the assets loaded. Okay, maybe it will come to us. So basically in the editor, we have three parts. We have all of our variables, so layouts, assets, text, etc. We have the editor itself that updates the content, and also we have the preview that allows us to validate our designs exactly. Let's try one last time. Okay, unfortunately, live demos is as usual with live demos. It wasn't the best idea last time. No, sorry. Okay, going back to the to my last slide. If you have any questions, feel free to catch me during the break. That's coming in a second. You can also scan the QR code to set up a follow-up meeting if you're interested. Thank you very much.